Welcome to my new video. Today we discuss classification of second order linear differential equation. With the help of this we solve the wave and heat equation, partial differential equation little bit further. So if we want to go for only second order linear partial differential equation, we can say A del 2u upon del x square, B del 2u by del y square, C del 2u by del x del y square, then x term, then y term, where a, b, c, d all are the real constant. So if we go see for that, if b square minus 4ac is greater than 0, that equation will shape as hyperbola. If b square minus 4ac equal to 0, it gives parabola. If b square minus 4ac is less than 0, it gives in shape of ellipse. So that is the classification of linear partial differential equation of second order. So if we want to solve these equations, we can solve these equations with the help of separation of variables. So now I can show you one example on separation of variable, how to use that. After that we go for solution of one dimension heat equation. Method is separation of variables. You already learned separation of variables means how many variables we have, we can separate with its derivative. If we can separate it, we can easily integrate it. So this is the method of separation. Now question is del 2u by del x equal to 2u del u by del t plus u. Subject to the condition ux comma 0 is 6e to the power minus 3x. So this is our second order partial differential equation in x and t. So u is the function of x and t. If t put 0, then value of given equation is 6e to the power minus 3x. With the help of this condition we can find out the value of constant. So now we start. There are the two independent variable x and c. So we can consider, let us consider ux comma t, means u is function of x and t. Clear? So if u is function of x and t, we can substitute. This is 1, this is 2. Put 2 in 1. We can substitute del u by del x of x. If substitute this value at the place of u, so this will becomes x dash x t dash. T is treated as a constant 2. Now differentiate with respect to t, x t dash t plus x t dash. At the place of u we can substitute this. This is the partial differentiation with respect to t. So partial differentiation with respect to t is t dash t. Partial differentiation with respect to x is x dash s. So this is the substitution. Now we can easily separate the variable. You can see we can separate the variable. This x dash t dash, there we can take out the x. So what is remaining? 2t dash t plus t. Clear? Now this x dash is coming this side and this goes, so x dash s upon xx, this coming here and this goes in the right hand side, so it becomes t dash. Now we can see our equation is already separated. One part is in x, one part is in t. Since x and t are two different variables, so left hand side and right hand side are equal only when they are equal to a constant. So we can consider that this constant equal to a, real constant equal to a, means this equal to a and this equal to a. So both values are equal. So now we can solve it and find the value of that constant. So we go further. If we can say x dash x upon xx equal to a, then we have to integrate it. This is the derivative of this function, so integration of this is what? Log of this function equal to a integration with respect to x. So ax plus constant. So constant we can put in log form. We can say log of integration of this is log of x, ax plus log of c1. So when we simplify it, we will get value of xx equal to c1 e to the power ax. When we take antilog, log of xx upon c1, or when this equal to e to the power, then we take antilog, value of x is this. Similarly, we can integrate this part and find out the value of t. So now we can say 2t dash t plus tt upon is equal to integration of a with respect to t. Clear? When we integrate this term, can we integrate it directly? No. So first we have to simplify it. Either we can integrate, this is the one part, 2 t dash upon t, this is the other part, and this is. So we can integrate it like this. 2 taking outside, t dash t upon t, t dt plus t dash upon t dash is 1 dt equal to a dt. Clear? When we integrate, we will get the value of t. What is our value of t? Value of t, if we can take, then see, this term gives 2 log of t plus this gives t plus this term gives at plus we can say log of c2. Clear? Our other integration constant is c2. So our t will become function of t is equal to c2 e to the power 1 by 2 a minus 1 t. When you simplify, this equation gives value this. Now x is this, t is this. These both values x and t we substitute in our consideration. What we consider? Solution of that equation is u equal to xx into tt. So we can substitute u is equal to xx. This is c1 e to the power ax, then tt is c2 e to the power 1 by 2 a minus 1 t. Clear? So these are our solution of our given equation uxt. Next term we have to find out the value of this c1 c2 constant. So for this we have one condition, ux comma 0 is equal to 6. ux comma 0 is equal to, when t is 0 it gives 6 e to the power minus 3x. So when we substitute c1 c2, t becomes 0. So this part goes e to the power 0 is 1. So only e to the power ax. Clear? It means when we compare both the side, value of c1 c2 is equal to 6 and value of a is equal to minus of 3. Clear? So now we will get all the values c1 c2 and a. This we can substitute in given consideration. We will get the complete solution of given equation. ux comma t is equal to c1 c2 is 6, e to the power ax is minus 3x, e to the power 1 by 2 minus 3 minus 1 minus 4 into t. So what it becomes? 4 by 2 is 2. So minus of 2t. It gives minus of 2t is our complete solution of given. Know how to solve with separation of variable now, because we solve one dimension heat equation. One dimension heat equation we can solve with the help of separation of variables. So now we go for the solution of one dimension heat equation. Heat equation. So when we go for one dimension heat equation, what is our equation? Del u by del t, one dimension, equal to k del 2u by del x square. X belongs to 0 to L, correct? And the boundary, initial boundary condition given u x comma 0 is equal to fx, and u 0 comma t is equal to 0, and u lower limit with upper limit L comma t is equal to 0 when t is greater than equal to 0. Clear? So at the both end of rod, this is we can call heat equation. For heat equation, initial point and ending point value. Initial beginning point 0, ending point is L, value of heat equation is equal to 0. So now how to solve this heat equation with the help of separation of variable. So now we start same process. We can consider our function u, which is dependent on x and t. It is function of x and t. So step 1, I can start from beginning. It's a very big equation. Solution. So solution, I can start u x comma t is tt into xx. Clear? Function of t and x. Now second step, we have to substitute in given heat equation. So given heat equation is del u by del t. So when we substitute, del u by del t is t dash t x x equal to k del 2u by del x square. So 2 times differentiation with respect to x. So 2 times is x double dash x t t. Clear? Now we can easily separate the values. So next step, t t dash upon t. This comes this side, and this goes this side, x x. We can easily see, we can separate the variables. T all one side, x is one side. Now we can say these two independent variable function are equal only when its value is equal to one constant. Clearly, so we can say that constant is c. So this constant we have to now find out with the help of when we apply the boundary conditions. First boundary initial condition, u0 comma t is equal to xx dash x x tt. So tt x is 0, value is 0. Second boundary condition is L comma t is tt x L equal to 0. Clear? So these two equations, we don't give the trivial solution. This gives, if this goes 0, this goes 0, then it gives temperature is also T, function of T is also given by 0. So that is, we don't want this trivial solution Tt dash T equal to 0. This we don't want. So now we can go little bit further. If we can say, see our this constant is 0. if we can consider this constant c is 0, it means with c is 0, if we go see this equation, x double dash x equal to 0. It means it gives, when we integrate it, xx is equal to ax plus b. Clear? So xx gives the value ax plus b when x equal to 0. Now we have condition x equal to 0 and x equal to l. Substitute x 0. When x equal to 0, this goes 0, it gives the value b. When x equal to l. When x equal to l. Clear? Value of function is equal to 0. So it gives a equal to 0. It gives b equal to 0. It gives a equal to 0 because xl is equal to 0. So now with this we can find a and b both are 0. So we can say xx is the solution of that given equation. We discard this c is equal to 0 because if this constant becomes 0, whole value is not given the equation. So now we consider the other part, c is not equal to 0. Let if c is not equal to 0, because with c equal to 0 we can find xx equal to 0. Clear? So now when c is not equal to 0 in this, if we consider, then our equation becomes x double dash x minus, I can rewrite c, x double dash x minus c by k xx equal to 0. It becomes in this form because c is not equal to 0. So now with this case, this is simply second order partial differential equation, second order differential equation in X. We can find out higher order linear differential equation. How we can find? We can find the complementary function plus particular integral, but in this case right hand side is equal to 0, so pi is 0. Only we write the complementary function of this part. We will find out the roots of this equation. We will get the solution of X, this equation. So what is, if we find out the roots of given equation, we can say s square, if we substitute, then s square minus c by k equal to 0. So roots are s1 and s2, correct? We can say roots are our s1 and s2, because quadratic equation it will give the two roots, but because of s square is equal to c by k, it means both roots are equal but in opposite sign. So we can say s1 equal to minus s2, or we can say s2 equal to minus s1, anything, because with this we can say s square is equal to c by k. So s is square root of c by k plus minus, so both roots are in equal but in opposite sign. Clear? So now we can consider our roots are s1 and s2, and s2 is minus of s1. If s2 is minus of f1, then what is the general solution of this equation? General solution of this equation is xx. We can write the complementary function c1, one constant. We can say that constant is alpha e to the power m1, our first root is s1x, plus beta e to the power m2, our second root is minus s1x. Clear? So with that, when we can consider c is not equal to 0, we will get the value of x. Clear? Because when we consider c equal to 0, value of x is also becomes 0. We don't find out for any solution. Now with this solution, we again apply the boundary condition, both boundary condition, one is 0, higher is L. So when we apply the x0 equal to 0, in this. X0 equal to 0. So e to the power 0 is 1. This is x. E to the power 0 is 1. So it gives alpha plus beta equal to 0. Clear? It gives alpha plus beta equal to 0. It means beta equal to minus alpha. These constants are also equal but opposite in sign. Second condition, I can put XL equal to 0. When I put XL equal to 0, it gives alpha e to the power Lx plus beta e to the power minus Lx. At the place of beta, I can write minus of alpha. Clear? It gives equal to 0. So alpha taking outside, e to the power Lx minus e to the power minus Lx equal to 0. Clear? Sorry, at the place of this is S1. We can substitute the value of S1. Clear? So now this equal to 0. So alpha cannot be 0. Clear? Now if alpha cannot be 0, if it becomes 0, alpha becomes 0, then we can see beta becomes 0. If alpha and beta becomes 0, then value of our its trigonal solution gives the 0. So we don't consider alpha becomes 0. Clear? So if alpha and beta is not 0, then the trigonal solution comes with the help of e to the power Ls1 minus Ls1 equal to 0. We can consider this part is 0. So if this part is 0, what it gives? It gives ELS1 equal to e to the power minus LS1. Clear? So this again solve ELS1 minus LS1 means upon. So it gives ELS1 equal to 1. Clear? So it gives ELS1 equal to 1. Now 1 means S1 is what? When this value of e to the power is 1, e to the power, if I can say S1 is equal to iota n pi by L. Clear? If I substitute here iota n pi by L, so L cancel, e to the power iota n pi, e to the power iota n pi gives the value equal to 1, where n is not equal to 0 is the condition. Clear? So means our value of S1 from this is iota n pi by L. Now what is S1? With that equation, S1 is C by K, S2 is minus C by K. Clear? So now again I rewrite C by K. Clear? So C by K is S1 square. Clear? Or we can say C by K. Now what is C? So I find out C. C is K into S1. S1 is iota n pi by L square, because C by K is S square. So with this C equal to our value of constant equal to iota n pi K by L. Iota square gives minus 1, so it becomes minus n square pi square K upon L square is value of constant C with given boundary condition. Next we go for the substitution of this C in the solution of X. So equation of our X is reduced to, what is our X equation is alpha XX is alpha e to the power LS1 minus e to the power minus LS1, clear, equal to 0. So what is our this equation reduced in nth when nth derivative x n x is becomes alpha is minus alpha, so alpha e to the power x x1 minus e to the power minus x x1. So when we substitute here, what is the value of s1? Value of s1 is what? Value of s1 is previously we can find out iota n pi by l. Substitute here. So our xn in nth form alpha e to the power iota n pi x by l e to the power minus iota n pi x by l, where n is not equal to 0. So again, if we summarize, rewrite it again, 2 alpha e to the power iota x minus e to the power minus iota x is sine of, so we can rewrite it sine n pi x by l. What is the formula? E to the power iota x minus e to the power minus iota x by 2 is equal to sine iota n x, sine n pi x. Clear? So we replace this iota n pi x with sine. So now our equation of x becomes this. Next we also go for our second variable, that is the equation of t. What is our t dash t upon t equal to c, that is the value of constant. So it becomes t dash equal to this. Clear? Again minus equal to 0. Its characteristic equation again it's give s minus c equal to 0. When we find the for complementary auxiliary equation is s minus c equal to 0, it gives s equal to c. So with this it gives s equal to c. So s is what? Iota n pi x. So now solution of this is t and t equal to alpha 0 e to the power minus of ct. Clear? Alpha 0 is a constant, e to the power minus of in terms of t. Now substitute the value of c. Value of c is what? K n square pi square. I omit before we can find out the value of, then we can substitute here minus k n square pi square t upon l square. So now this is the value of Tn and this is the value of Xn. Clear? So our general solution of one dimension heat equation given by u xt is equal to xx into tt. I rewrite u if n x t equal to x n x into t n t. We have value of xn and 2n. Substitute here. When we substitute here, we will get the solution of this heat equation. We can say we combine all the constant alpha 0 in terms of an. We can say this is an e to the power iota e to the power n pi by l whole square, because this is n square pi square, into kt sine n pi x by l. Clear? I omit all these things. Now see, un equal to this. Clear? Now with using for t, initial condition is ux comma 0. When t is 0, this is f of x. So fx is what our? When substitute t equal to 0, fx is equal to an. This terms goes e to the power 0 is 1. So sine n pi x by l. Clear? In the limit 0 to x to l. So this gives fx, our function fx is with the boundary condition an sine n pi x by l. This is none of other, you can see this is the very format we can know. What is this? This is the Fourier series. Yes, so fx is none of other, it is the function of Fourier series in the limit of L. Clear? Area is minus L to plus L, or we can say 0 to L. So in such cat, we can find out the fx with the help of Fourier series. So for this Fourier series, what is our an? Our Euler's formula of Fourier series, an is given by 2 by L 0 to L fx sine n pi x by L. Clear? Finding the value of this, substituting here in there, we can get the required solution of one dimension heat equation. Now I show you very small example how to solve this, and we can find the value. So we start from here, this fx. If they given you x comma 0, fx at the place of fx, value of this fx is x, where 0 to x to 2 pi. X is going from 0 to 2 pi. I substitute here 0 to means this L is 2 pi. 2 pi 0 to 2 pi. This is 2 pi and fx is x. Clear? So see, an is 1 upon pi 0 to 2 pi x sine nx by 2. When you solve it, you can already learn how to solve the Fourier constant. Then we will get an equal to, I can rewrite here an, so we will get an equal to minus 4 by n minus 1 to the. I am not solving this Fourier constant here. You already, if you want to know how to solve, you can see my video on Fourier series. So an we will get, an is equal to minus 4 by n minus 1 to the power n. Now we substitute this value of an is here. So what is our Fourier series? One dimension heat equation becomes, I can rewrite u x comma t equal to summation n going from 1 to infinity minus 4 by n minus 1 to the power an e to the power minus n square pi square upon n. N is 4 pi square, because 2 pi whole square is 4 pi square into kp into sine n pi x by L is 2 pi. Now whatever is the cutting, you must cut and so our uxt becomes summation n going from 1 to infinity minus 4 by n minus 1 to the power n e to the power n square by 4. Pi square is cancelled, kt sine n x upon 2, where L is the 2 pi. This is the solution of one dimension heat equation. First I solve for general interval 0 to n. Now whatever the value of n, you can substitute there and find out the value of an. Substitute value of an here, you will get the solution. So value of an you can find out with the help of Fourier constant, Fourier series constant. How to derive the Fourier series constant, just integral. That's all for one dimension heat equation.